Wherever you are in the world right now, whether you're going into summer festival season or going on winter nights out, there's always going to be the opportunity for taking drugs. And sometimes there's going to be the opportunity for sex too. And when sex and drugs combine, there's some really important stuff to think about. So here's 3 bits of advice from the Global Drug Survey of how best to keep safe. So first, let's think about you. When you've had alcohol or other drugs, you might feel differently about sex. Maybe you've met someone new, maybe you want to try something new, or maybe you don't want to have sex at all. But no matter how you're feeling, here are some questions you might ask yourself if sex is on the table. First, are you doing what you want to do? Sounds simple, but it's important to check in. Do you feel safe? Do you feel happy, comfortable? Next, what impact might drugs be having on how you're feeling sexually? We know that some drugs like MDMA make you feel closer to people emotionally. And we know that other drugs like GHB have a reputation for making people want to have sex. So just think about these things when you're making your decision. Next, does anyone know where you are or who you're with? That's really important. It's good to check in with friends. And finally, have you thought about safe sex, condoms, all that stuff? Number 2, it's not just you having sex. It's so important to consider your own well-being, but it is just as important to consider the well-being of others. So again, here are some questions you might ask yourself. What drugs have you taken? And what drugs have they taken? Like we said before, drugs can make you feel differently about sex. So how do you know if you're feeling the same? Just because you want something doesn't mean that everybody else is in the same mood. So this brings us to the 3rd point, which is negotiation and asking. We know that a lot of communication about sex tends to be non-verbal. You can kind of see how people are feeling based on their body language and you can interpret that. But that might work differently when you're intoxicated, or it's easy to get lost in the moment, so it can be hard to tell. So if you're not sure if someone's having a good time, might asking be best? Sometimes it is. And what if you're having sex with someone new? How do you know what they like? How do you know what they don't like? Again, might asking be best? Just consider your actions. So imagine you had to explain yourself to somebody that you love or care about. Are you making sure that you're placing value on the experiences of everybody, not just yourself? So remember, the most fun is had when everybody is happy. So just make sure you're thinking about your own well-being and others. If you're in doubt, it's okay to ask. And it's really, really okay to say if you're not happy.